You guys were having a very interesting discussion off camera, so I just want to bring the viewers in on it. Is this Liverpool team better than Rafa Benitez's team in 2005? And that might seem like sacrilege to even say it, but man for man, and potentially, Brian, are they?
Well, but this team hasn't proved anything yet. Yeah, and you know the Liverpool team were 3-0 down at half time and they won it. We mightn't be having a discussion now if they hadn't.
How they won that? When you look at that Milan team.
Yeah. Well, so you know, until they win, it's a bit like a sports situation at the moment. They haven't won any trophies.
I always like to do that. Try pick a team from the 22 then at the start. You know, from Liverpool's best 22 today, the 11 that started in Istanbul. Pick a team.
What, the Liverpool team there?
Yeah, pick 11 from the 22.
I'll tell you who'd be in it. Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, Van Dijk would be in it.
Carragher would be in it because he'd be the centre. Carragher would be in it because
he could play alongside Van Dijk.
He'd definitely pick himself. Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be in the end of it if you didn't pick him.
Salah, Firmino. They go in.
See, this is the thing, you know. I mean,
you'll be inundated by on Twitter now or whatever the social media.
Steven Gerrard would definitely play for me.
Yeah.
Build a team around him.
Goalkeeper.
But we were just having this discussion. You know, this is the closest Liverpool have got for a number of years now. What, 9 years? They're back in the last 8. They've got the tradition. They've got the pedigree. You know.
This is their year.
Maybe. I wouldn't write them off. I'm telling you. They score a volume of goals. You know, if they,
over 2 legs, they're going to have a good chance against anyone. I mean, that's a great win, winning 5-0 away and making
that's amazing.
Making the second leg. Now look at their matches that they've left in the league. They haven't the most difficult programme left yet. They've to play Manchester United, they've to play Everton, they've to play Chelsea. So all they need to do, I mean, they're not going to catch Manchester City, so they just need to stay in the top 4. And I think the rest of their games they should be able to
manage.
Should be able to take care of themselves and manage the squad.
They scored 4 against Man City at Anfield without Van Dijk. The game ended up 4-3, but it was never 4-3. Liverpool were far superior to Man City. If they can replicate that against Man City, against any other team, they will score goals. To go and score 5 against Porto takes some doing, no matter what stage Porto are in, because tactically Portuguese teams are very well set up, difficult to break down. And then made mincemeat of them.
And that's a good, barroom discussion to say, who would get into the team from 05 and all that. But the point is that Benitez team, he knew how to set up a team in Europe and go and get.
He didn't in the first half in Istanbul.
No, but apart from that, but traditionally, he knew how to close out games and make games tight. And the point you were making earlier in the season that Liverpool, they need to stop leaking goals because everything else was good.
Listen, the manager still had to play a certain way. To play that way, it is all about trying to be on the front foot from the first minute to the 90th. You can't do that. No team can do that. We are playing the game when it turns. But when it turns, you've got to have players that can have a look at that and sense. It's like a sixth sense. You smell it. You can sense where the game's going.
Have they?
I think they have now, and I think Van Dijk would. I'm interested in what Neil said, about Van Dijk's personality, where he is verbal. I mean, I have to say, I've never met a shy Dutchman in my life. Yeah. I've never been involved in the football world with a shy Dutchman, let's say, but I can say that because I've actually got Dutch relations, so I'm in the clear. But I'm pleased he's like that because that's what they needed.
Bags of personality.
That's what they needed. They needed someone that you see when the game's turning. What I'm talking about. Hold on a minute. Fullbacks, don't be drifting now. Centre midfield, don't go in front of the ball. Just someone that can direct them. And I didn't feel they had that before.
And we've offended any shy Dutch people. Terribly sorry.